Hello, everyone, and welcome to another horrific review. Dan and I are back as we continue our look into the What We Do in the Shadows series, created by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi, a mockumentary that looks into the nightly lives of four vampires who have lived together on Staten Island for over a century. Are we live? Nothing's exploded yet.
Nothing.
this,
No,
this,
nothing's.
this is the first chance I've had to test this because of setbacks. So, let's go. I'm crossing my fingers here that nothing happens.
Yeah, so far so good. Looks like we're going live.
No,
So
long
no
long story
exploding.
short, yep.
Yeah.
Long story short, I tried to install a new toy, and the toy blew my PC up because yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
But
Lucky you didn't set your house on fire.
that's true because
Yeah.
when I better change the intro as well. I used the wrong intro. Sorry about that, folks.
I saw that after what we're just talking about.
Yep.
Oh well, it's all
Right,
good.
changed back to normal. Yep. Right. So we got our questions answered anyway.
Yes.
Because the last time we were What We Do in the Shadows, it was a bit of a grim ending, and we were like, oh no.
Oh, man, yeah, this was unexpected. Portrait, yep, bit of a. I've got a bit of mixed feelings about this one. Yeah.
Do you know what? They were finishing off season 3 anyway. That was, I suppose, that's what they're trying to do, was set up the end of season 3, leaving the cliffhanger for season 4. Yeah. So the premise is that whenever a vampire dies, what they do is they get a portrait done and they remove the dead one. That's how vampires deal with death, apparently.
Yeah, well, there you go. Do they really have any emotional connections, at the end of the day? I don't think so. This is starting to get me a little bit worried, but yeah, you're right.
They do, because all the way through this they're basically living in denial.
Yeah.
It's classic case of won't address the issue, won't you can't slay the dragon unless you name it first, or the beast unless you name it first. And basically they're all torn up because at the end of the day, they've lived together for over a century. You don't do that unless there's close ones. I know there's all the ribbon and stuff, but they're basically
they're lost.
Once one of them's out of the picture, the rest of them fall apart. And I think they do that very well.
They did. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that, Laszlo has him still, Colin Robinson still on the bed where he died. Mm-hmm. And you can see that, he's suffering. I think out of all of them, he's the one that's suffering the most. And he doesn't want to admit it either. He's sneaking around and going to the room and, not wanting to have to face it. And nobody else wants to face it either. Nobody, and Gizmo, who's usually the one that wants, goes around cleaning up all the mess and the carnage they leave behind, even he's not going downstairs. So, it's, they're pretty much in denial. And they don't know how to, they're dead. They're the undead, I guess, and I think they captured that really well, that once Colin Robinson died, they all fall apart, and even the portrait scene, that was done really well. I thought that was done really well too. Having Gizmo off to the side there, and it was kind of sad because Colin's not in the picture anymore. So,
but that was kind of the whole point. I think that this is all about avoidance and not dealing with grief and keeping up the persona as opposed to dealing with it. Like, there's a lot of subtext in this episode.
There is.
To me, it was quite a heavy episode for a comedy series.
Yeah, it was very dark. Very dark. Yeah, the whole thing. It was all very dark. and leading into the next episode is also very dark as well. So they've changed the flavour in this season, towards the end of the season. So setting it up, obviously, like you said, for the next season. So because this is the last one in the season, and yeah,
I think that's what it is. We're basically it's a season finale. Is that what they're doing? They're setting up to basically, that's the end of it. No, I mean it could have been.
yeah,
Do you know the way TV works?
yeah,
Did they know they were getting a season 4, or did they not? Because that's usually the way these things happen.
yeah, that's right. I think basically they were given it, the go ahead, and then they filmed it within that year that they had the break, because seasons go in yearly things, don't they? Yeah.
So this is almost as if they were setting it up as if they weren't getting a season 4, and then they found out that they were, and it's like they were, we're going to be back, sort of thing.
Oh, you think so? Oh, that's a different
you wouldn't
way of
know. Yeah, you wouldn't know. That's the thing with TV. It is really that last minute. Nothing's guaranteed.
Yes.
So that's why a lot of TV is terrible, because it's all written off the cuff and all like 5 minutes. That's why I don't like it, because it's not. They don't have a formulated plan, because they don't know if they're even getting another episode. Especially network TV. But then nobody watches that anymore. So it goes by seasons. You'll get a season, but you may not get a season 2, because even pilots now are a thing of the past.
Yes, they are. Very much so. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think of it like that, actually. Because if this is the end, I can actually see that now. I can see that this episode could have finished quite. At the end, it could have been it. There could have been
everyone departs the house. The house is left. Colin's gone.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, clever.
And that's basically the way it was going, the whole thing. I like the way they brought Donald Logue back. That was funny.
Yeah, that wasn't it? Quinn from Blade. Oh my god. Yeah, that was weird. But it was cool to have him back as the
I like his character. I like his Donald Logue character in this series better than his Quinn character in Blade.
Oh god, yeah.
Quinn was a 2D, henchman.
Yeah.
But the way they play, Donald Logue playing Donald Logue in this is hilarious. Just the fact he does Patriots and
it's random. It's random, but it fitted it, I guess. Because at the end of the day, I like it when they bring other, the past guests or cameo appearances back on again. They're cool. It depends who it is, of course, so long as it's not Tilda. But he's a cool character.
Yeah, never see her again in anything. I'll be happy.
I hope not. Yeah. We can agree on that.
Yeah, I know Dale before we started streaming, so she shrunk my head on me.
Yeah. We do that over here. Oh. Hi, Chris. Yes, did you know that Colin blew his computer up, so that's why he's not showing his face?
I think everybody around the world heard my scream as it happened. Fucking
no!
No!
My life's gonna fall apart. Seriously, if that was my computer, I would have been crying in bed for a week.
I did it for a night, but I had to back up. So at least it's not great. This wee thing is screaming. Like, it's going, why are you doing this to me? Because it's not designed for this sort of stuff. And
oh god, I hope it doesn't overheat.
Well, no, I've got a cooling pad underneath. I can't plug it in because I don't have another USB port free. But at least I've got that's one thing about laptops. If you put like a vented thing underneath it, it helps circulate the air so it doesn't overheat. So.
Oh, well, thank you for that piece of advice. I know that now. Okay.
Yeah, because the laptop I had before this one, oh my god, that thing could set things on fire. It just got that hot.
Oh no.
And once again, just laptops aren't designed for especially when I'm doing video editing and stuff. So
Oh,
I
no.
just have to power down. We can still crack on.
Something. Yeah, it had to be you.
Here, these things happen. You know what I mean? That's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're getting through
Got a
life
plot on.
unscathed, then you're not really living, are you?
No, of course not. Oh dear.
But we'll see this. Like these guys, like they're sitting for a portrait, and they can't even just go through it. This is personal.
Yeah.
This is like everyone is cracking. And they're projecting as well. Oh, you're the one that's suffering grief. You're the one that's suffering grief. It's not me, it's you. And they're all doing that.
Yep, they are. Yeah. Poor Colin Robinson. Anyway.
Guillermo, of course, he's got a one-track mind. He just wants to be a vampire, and he gets another little thing, dangling in front of him, the opportunity, and
oh, he's turning nasty.
I think he's getting frustrated because at this point, 12 years of his human life, clock is ticking, and like he thinks he's under a false promise, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, Nandor is very good at making promises he can't keep.
But it almost looked like it was going to happen. That's the whole thing with this.
Yep. It did.
So Nandor is, which we've seen this a lot through the last couple of seasons, is that Nandor is lonely.
Yeah, he is. He's been searching for a long time now.
Even nearly joined a cult.
Yeah, that's right. Brainwashed.
Yep, but he wants a partner. He wants a life partner.
Yep. Yeah, because we get little flashbacks of his exes, and the one that he fell in love with, and then she didn't want him anymore.
Yep.
So yeah, it's kind of sad.
Grace, wasn't it?
Grace, yes, that's Grace, it. Yep. That's her. Yep. Yeah.
Turns out she's part werewolf.
Yeah, I know.
Turned into a werewolf. So yeah, that's his thing. So he comes up with this idea. He's going to travel the world.
Yeah. Look how that turned out. Anyway.
So
they're all. Yep. They're all going their own separate ways now, aren't they? So. Yep.
So Nadja gets offered a role in the Supreme Vampire Council of the world.
Wow. How the hell did they choose her? Why did they choose her? Apparently she's been doing a really good job. But actually she has been, I have to say. She has been. She's very committed. So I can see why she wanted to, a change in scenery. They've been in their house for how long now? 100 years. And yeah, I suppose it's just maybe that's why they're leaving. It's because they can't face the truth that one of their own's gone, and that he died. Vampires aren't immortal as such. They're immortal unless something bad happens to them. So I think maybe them staying there for this whole year, the whole 100 years being in the same place doing the same thing, maybe it shows us that vampires do get bored. And she's because together Laszlo and Nadja, they've been around for centuries, and they've been all over the place. They've done this, they've been queens and kings and all that sort of thing, and then they're stuck in this place for 100 years. Now they've got it out, because Colin's not there. That was the impetus they needed to I don't know, change up their lives and do something different.
But also they didn't want to deal with the grief.
And that's it. They ran away. And we see that when we see the house, what happens to the house. Yeah. So
that's nice one. But Yeah, Guillermo thinks then, because he's just got one, he's just got one desire,
Yep.
that if he can stall Nandor leaving or the house breaking apart, then he's still in with a chance. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
doesn't want things to change. They're on the way. He doesn't want things to change. He wants them to deal with their grief and things to carry on. Strange dynamics, but it's once again, this is a proper family if you think about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
Totally.
everyone's, never fully true, but they can't true about each other, but they can't do without each other. It's that sort of family dynamic, and it's really brought across
Codependent.
well.
Yeah, it's like a codependent relationships, and I think that's
But that's
showing
what
it
a
very
family
well.
is.
That's right.
That's kind of the whole point, is to be codependent. You need
Yep.
each other.
I know people rubbish that word and that term all the time, but you do become dependent on your family members, if you're living with them, especially for 100 years.
Yeah. But that's
They
kind of the point. You put your
unnaturally,
old life
yeah,
aside. If you're starting a family or you're part of a family, that your old life, your single life's gone. You're building something new, and you don't do it as an individual. You do it as a team, and that means you need each other because you both are meant to prop up each other. And it's the same as an extended
that's right.
family. That's
Yes.
why extended families work, because everyone props each other up, and
Yep.
there's always a
That's
chance
right.
for you to repay. If you've needed help before, you repay. It's an ongoing thing. It doesn't just it's complicated as well, because you've got all these different
Yes.
personalities who
Yes.
wouldn't be friends.
In the normal terms, no, they wouldn't be. They just sort of came together. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Not that we know how they came together, but they're there. So
yeah, but
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. This is a deeper episode than
It is, especially when we know that Colin Robinson's body's still on his bed. That makes that changes the dynamics quite a lot, actually.
but that's the same as the vigil.
That's
Keep him
right.
awake.
Yep. Yep.
Except they didn't put him
Yeah,
in a coffin; they just
but
left him in
you
the bed.
that's right. And they didn't go. I mean, they did go down to say goodbye, but they didn't do a proper. I don't know what we would do.
No, because
So
everyone's prideful in this house. Everyone's prideful, and they
yeah,
don't want to admit their feelings.
no, none
That's
of
that's what the
them.
whole that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's what they're all. That's their whole character flaws. They're all prideful and think they're better than their feelings, so to speak, and they don't want to admit that they're hurting.
No.
But it's coming out all over this episode.
It's everywhere with them all hiding and sneaking around and doing things, and especially Laszlo. I mean, he's bereft totally.
But if you think about it, he's the one that found out that energy
Yeah,
vamp. I mean, know nothing about energy vampires, but he's the one that found out they only live for 100 years,
that's right.
and he
And
decided
yeah,
to
that's
try and
right.
make Colin Robinson's life, make a proper friendship with him, and then in that they became close friends. You know what I mean? Rather than just
I
somebody who's
know
there. He could
the
have easily
build
just
up.
went, yeah, nah, you're dead in a year or something. You know what I mean? He could have went that way, and
Yeah,
just if he didn't care, this is the joke. You
yeah,
know what I mean? This is the joke
yeah.
of the
It
fact that
is.
they actually really all care from each other. And think about it, every time an external force comes into play against this family, they get
Yep,
messed up. It's like the Adams family. If you think about all the monsters, every time in the monsters as well, every time an external force comes to try and mess with them, like
yep.
that, it doesn't matter what their arguments are. You're the
It,
enemy, you're toast, and that's the normal family.
that's right. Yep, that's right. And they are. Yeah.
You can fight the bit out with your family, but if somebody comes from outside to try and mess with one of you, guess what? They fight the deal the whole clan. And that's
Yeah.
all this
We've
stuff's
seen it.
yeah, all this stuff's been played out here in this one episode of 23
Yeah.
minutes, which does a better job than any movie of the last 10 years being able to do.
I know. It was like it could have been an hour and a half long film. Seriously, with the amount of stuff that went on in this. It's insane. But I didn't lose track of anything. There was no confusing issues. There was nothing, you know how people, I don't know, they make a freaking Hollywood, for example, make a film an hour and a half long of rubbish, dribble, blah, 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 blah. But here we have an example of like a 25 or 20 minute fucking short. It could be a short film,
Mhm.
because it's just got so much storyline and it's full. It's so full. I couldn't. But when you watch a big film of like big budget film, and they do, they have to take an hour and a half to explain everything, and there's so many stuff can go wrong, and they don't know how to contain it, or we get confused. There was none of that in this.
Oh my god,
There could have been.
I watched that new The Running Man.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god,
yeah,
like halfway through it, I was asleep.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised,
I'm like,
honestly.
it just went
Why?
nowhere and started spinning wheels. And once again, we get all the
Oh,
exposition scenes, blah blah blah
yeah,
blah blah. And you're like, show me,
that's
don't
right.
tell me.
Yeah,
And it's bad to say that a 1980s cheesy action movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger had more depth
it
in it
did.
than the remake. And you're like,
Yep.
oh, like honestly, that thing was actually, what was it, like half an hour longer than the original movie,
Oh,
and it went nowhere, and it just
I could
fizzled out.
watch
Like I
the
said,
original over and over again. It's so good, and then they go and remake it. I
yeah,
know, and I've got my bear in a bonnet over Wuthering Heights. I'm so upset about that.
but this is
And it's not
this
even
is
a
an
horror,
example of
but
it. No, but it's a creatively bankrupt institution,
system. Yeah,
and that's it. They're
yeah.
done. You know what I mean?
Pisses
They've
me off.
no ideas. They've not no fresh blood. They've no creativity. But here we go. A 23-minute comedy episode covers all the bases. Like this is an episode
Yeah,
about grief,
yeah,
and manages not to virtue signal or beat you over the head with a message about it. It's able to deal with the subject of grief and still maintain the comedy, and
yes,
the characters don't all of a sudden stop and go into expositions about why you need to talk about blah blah blah. It's
yes.
everyone's got their own personal agendas and their own character flaws and foibles, and that's how they deal with everything.
Yeah,
Like Guillermo has like he's the worst character in this episode, in my opinion. The most
yep,
selfish character, believe it or not,
yep. He is.
because it's clear he's he's not suffering from grief. He just wants to get his desires fulfilled, and that's
Yeah,
his. He's actually not the least relatable character, or not relatable, but
yeah.
I can understand where he's coming from, but you can't get behind Guillermo in this. Guillermo's not
No,
doing
no.
anything with good intentions.
No, he's not. He's not. And yeah, I'm a bit worried what's going to happen about his character development, because I sort of don't want that to happen in every single episode from here onwards until what happens if it happens,
Mm.
which we know it's going to happen anyway,
Yeah.
thanks to Cameron. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm seriously, I really like Gizmo, but this episode made me turn my head. I was just like, okay, so he's not the likable character that he used to be, and what are they gonna do? How bad's he gonna get?
But is that going to lead to a record? You know what I mean? I don't think
It's
this
leading
is.
somewhere.
It's not stupid. Like nothing's wasted. One thing we've seen with this
No,
series
no.
is there's a reason that everything's done.
Yes, because for some reason, they are wanting us to switch off our feelings for Gizmo. I
Or
think,
sympathies, but
yeah,
then
the
again, is that
sympathy.
not? We've all had times where we get a bit too big for our boots, or things go to our head, or we get so wrapped up in something we can't see another person's point of
Yeah,
view,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that.
He's had enough.
But
He's
that's
had enough. Yeah,
that's his character. You know what I mean? That's his character. And if we don't always have a good day, he's about to see his entire world that he's dedicated 12 years to fall apart.
yeah.
And he's doing the only way he can is to try and
True.
sabotage everybody leaving.
Yes, we see that.
And yeah, it's once again not. I like the fact that not everybody everyone's a complex character.
Every one of them individually, freaking amazing the way they've built these characters. Like I was saying to somebody yesterday, because I was talking about what we do in the shadows and telling them how good a TV series it is. Well, how good it is. And I people who I was talking to said, "Well, who's your favorite character?" And I'm like, "Well, actually, I don't have a favorite character. Nausea, because I'm a woman, but I don't, because they've all been the attention to detail with every single one of these characters gives you no room for you to dislike any of them, because they've built them up so much that over 3 seasons of us watching them, we're invested in their characters. We don't want anything bad to happen to not a single one of them, and so what happened to Colin Robinson was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. Yeah.
But once again, it's a sum of its parts. So
That's right.
they're reflecting what the audience would feel. If if it happened to any characters, I think it'd be the same thing. And like I said, they're just doing it very well.
Yeah.
I love the way Shade gets involved, and like Guillermo, basically, he was going to organize all of Nandor's travels, and then Shade just goes, "Well, I do this all the time. Done, sorted."
Yeah. Here's a map.
But then again, that's what this is all leading up to, as in, shit, that foiled. So we're leading up to the end of the season, everyone parting ways. That's what we're building up for, and it's inevitable.
Yeah.
I love the way Lazo wasn't going, he doesn't want to go back to the UK. Shithole, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah. You'll never get me to go back there. Never, never, never. I swear.
But the reason why is amazing. Like, even that.
Yes. God. That was bonkers, but brilliant. I mean,
and
to get pulled, you got cancelled or banned from the bloody golf club.
But yeah, if you understand the UK,
yeah,
and the class system over here, and the fact that it is very classist society.
Yep.
That's if you're middle class and that's something like that, that's you over. And the reason is because he married beneath him, or he got involved with somebody beneath him, who it turned out to be Nadja.
Yeah,
and his hatred for the entire country is because it disrespected his wife.
I know, isn't that just like the sweetest thing ever?
It was the same with oh my god, the other storyline that went on. What do you call him? The resurrected one.
Oh, the Baron.
No, not the Baron.
No.
Nadja's oh my god.
Not the doll. No.
No, the one that keeps coming back, but every time he comes back, busy. Jeff, but I can't. Gregor. Oh my god.
Gregor.
My head. Sorry, my head was not up with it. I should have put that down. But if you think of the Gregor storyline, every time he was killed, it was Laszlo because he's messing with his wife, and then that came out. Every time that comes, this comes out, you realize why these two are married. That it's actually, once again, all their puff and bravado shows that these are actually very deep. They're playing the vampire, and vampires are meant to be cold and unfeeling, but they're not. They're very caring, feeling people, and they can't. They're running from their own natures because they think they're not meant to be like us as inhuman monsters.
Yeah, exactly. I love this show. I just love the fact that they don't do normal vampire stuff that we see in vampire films. This is so I don't know how to explain it. It's because we're used to seeing vampires, running around killing people and doing this and doing that, and it's really refreshing to have vampires in a house acting like normal people, that we can treat them like they're actually normal people, and we forget that they're actually vampires. So when they show their strength, like nausea, or they show their deception, like Laszlo, you know, when they get to the ship.
Yeah, but
So
even before that, there, we get the Nandor and Guillermo battle, which was like, I was not expecting that at all.
I wasn't either. I was shocked.
You are
I
only
was
alive
shocked.
because I let you live.
Yeah. But that's
Like,
true. It's true, but it's not, because who would win? You know, who would actually win if that was a full-on fight, like to the death? We knew it wasn't going to end in somebody dying. I don't know why I knew that, but it was something they gave away. I think that we knew
because
that
once
they
again,
weren't going
this
to.
is Nandor won't admit that he has feelings for Guillermo.
No, he doesn't.
Nandor won't admit that's the thing. Why have a familiar? You know what I mean? And every time he,
Yeah,
like, even during the portrait, he sticks up for Guillermo and then he deflects it to he's sticking up for the dog. He can't admit these people are, once again, it's that whole won't admit your feelings. Like, there's so much for this episode that we've been drip fed the whole 3 seasons that
yeah,
they're playing the part of, it's like a goth chick. You know what I mean, they're all goth chicks. They're
yeah,
all playing the part of the morbid, blah, I have no feelings. But at the end of the day, that it's a lie. It's just an act.
yeah.
Because
It is.
flesh and blood humans, we're all social creatures. We're all this. We
Yeah,
can deny it, but we're allowed to be very particular who we hang about with. But at the same time, we're not solitary creatures. We're all. We all
no,
need people in our lives, or else you lose your faculties, you lose
crazy.
your grip.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
you
you
do.
just lose it.
Yep,
And
yep.
you just have to see a lonely person. Like, I work in retail.
Yeah,
I see lonely people, and it's obvious why they do what they
yep,
do.
yeah, yeah. It is. It's sad, but and then again, some people put themselves in that situation
Oh,
themselves.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not.
which is a bit sad.
Yeah, there's somebody.
Yeah,
Once again, I work in retail, so
yeah,
when somebody is lonely, I can say that's why they've no friends, because 10 minutes you're like, just gonna go away,
yeah,
go play with the traffic.
yeah. Go play
You
on the
know,
motorway.
yeah, it's obvious
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Some people no fault of their own, and you
There's a
can.
reason why. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Which sucks, but hey, if you're socially inept, well, you put yourself in that situation as well.
Mhm.
So, mm, mm.
But yeah, that fight was amazing.
That was, yeah, like I was just saying, who would win? Who would win? Would Nandor be able to get to him fast enough?
I don't think Nandor is a great warrior he makes out to be.
No, no, not at all.
Because when he had his first battle with the werewolf, that got, had to do a double cross. Every time it's come to an actual battle, like with the ghosts and stuff, he's failed. The only time we got a hint that he actually was a warlord was when it turned out he burned down Nadja's village
Yes,
because he had a
that's
portrait
right.
done of it, of the actual
Yes,
event.
he did.
But then again, he didn't do it. He led the charge.
Yes.
So I think we've seen that he isn't the fantastic warrior. But then again, when he does show his strength, it's frightening.
Ugh, it is frightening.
But
Yeah.
also the two of them don't want to kill each other. I mean, because of the
No.
bravado, they that's what the fight's for. Is to try and get this
Yes.
all out in the open.
Yes. Yeah. So
Like I said, it's just clever. It's just clever the way it's done.
It is. It is. But now in my mind, he's dangerous. He can't be trusted. In fact, none of them can be trusted.
No, but that's the thing.
I mean, they can't even be in a room together without someone ending up fighting or someone having a tantrum and walking off. They can't even be in the same room together. But
they also
live
can't be
together.
apart. Don't forget, they've done this how many times. Geralt's left, they all fall apart.
Yep.
Nandor's left, they all fall apart.
Yep.
Lazo's left, they all fall apart. Nadja's doll left, they all fall apart. Has Nadja left yet? I think she did one, didn't she?
I'm sure she's left. I'm sure she's
Every
left to
time
go somewhere.
somebody's, you know what I mean? And then now it's Colin Robinson, the least likely one you'd think, part of this family, but he's left and everyone's
Yeah,
falling apart. But this has been the theme throughout this, they've all got a very strong familial bond and they don't want to admit
of
it
course.
because they're too proud. And
Yeah,
that's, part of the joke.
yeah, it is. It is. Plus, they've been around for centuries, so they've got a whole century's worth of life
Gripes
experience.
and
Yeah, and that's right. All that sort of stuff's coming to the forefront. Maybe their personalities, transferred over when they became vampires as well. So, we get to see little bits of them. But when they show their strengths, like Naja, when she grabs Gizmo. Oh, is it in this one or the next one?
no, it's this one. Because he's
Yeah,
trying to talk her out of going to the
that's
UK.
right, going to the UK. And then when she grabs him, I was like, wow, yay! Get to see some of her strength again. I love it when she does that.
Mm-hmm.
It just
But
I
it's
don't
not
know. It just adds.
overdone. That's the thing.
That's what I mean. It's done and only at specific times when it's needed. Otherwise, we'd all be like, oh, well, that's, just like when they end up flying and stuff like that out of nowhere. I think, and then when they flex their muscles, and it's just brilliant. It's the placed strategically and it really works. So that gave me a bit of a fright, actually, that bit. They both did the fight and then Naja grabbing him. Those two gave me a okay. So this season's going to be a bit of a darker one, which is good, I guess, because it's as it progresses towards the end.
The bit we weren't expecting is actually okay. So Guillermo's going to go with Nando around the world, and when he reaches his homeland, he's finally going to become a vampire. It's all set, and then he is basically helping. Why we don't know. Once again, it's this familial.
Why?
He won't admit, like he's no reason whatsoever to help Laszlo and Nadja pack and go. No reason whatsoever, but he still does it out of once again, it's this familial thing.
It's either that or he's in a hurry. He wants them to bugger
No,
off.
because him and Nandor could just go and leave them their own plans. Once again, it's this subtle undertone of the familial bonds.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's what I love, the cleverness of it.
Yeah.
And you don't get comfortable with this series. I guess it's not a comfortable episode. You can't just go, haha, this is how it's going to go.
No, no, not at all.
But yeah, when they actually get to the coffins, Nige is in, and then he's like, he packed. I don't know what the other stuff was. I know Oreos, the things he like. I could sell them. Like, hold on, really?
Some sort of drink. Yeah, exactly. Not when they were over there last, probably.
Yeah, like 100 years or so, more than 100 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think Oreos existed then, but that was the thing. It's all setting up that it's a double cross because he basically hoofs Guillermo into that's his food and drink for a 2-week voyage.
I know, I couldn't believe he did that. I was so shocked. I was like, why the heck? What? Oh, I don't know. I was just like, that was what I was not expecting that. Obviously, no one was expecting that. So it was a shock. And it was hilarious at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once again, the flip, even the effects they used to flip him over was great. When they throw the special effects in, it fits seamlessly with the episode.
Oh, I can't even tell. Yeah. It's just seamless. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like here's a big special effects moment. They just throw it in seamlessly, and like I said, just
exactly. Just like when they go bat, and they turn into bats. It's just so seamless. It's just brilliant. Yeah, this was a sad episode in so many ways.
But then again, it's that bit at the end that makes you go, huh? And then what's Laszlo up to?
What's Laszlo up to?
And then it turns out he goes back to the house and the body of Colin Robinson. It will actually go back in time because he's writing a letter to Nadja, but she's hidden in her coffin to explain what's happened.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh. Mm.
And then we'll go back in time a bit. Turns out that Colin Robinson has effectively given birth to himself. That a smaller Colin Robinson's burst out of the chest of the dead one.
That was so random. It was so random. But okay, I was happy that he came back, but I'm not happy because he's not actually Colin Robinson. But then, I mean, I wasn't expecting that. What a brilliant thing to do. Like, he bursts himself. That's so fucked up.
But then again, nobody knows the life cycle of an energy vampire.
No. So you can make up anything. So basically, if they die, so energy vampires, if they die, well, when they die, because they do, they only last till their 100th birthday, then they're reborn again. What a brilliant concept.
It's almost like a butterfly, goes into a crystal stage,
Yes.
and like it's a, and then regenerates. That's how they do it.
I know. And he's been down there for what, a week or something? So
about that, because that's why Lazo's been sneaking downstairs. He's been feeding them and stuff, and the baby.
Yes.
With God, I have to say that's the creepiest deep fake.
Oh God, yeah. What a wrong.
Like you look at it, just looks wrong in all levels, but it's brilliantly done.
Yeah, it is. And like you said, he could have been in the couch, and they've put a doll over the couch because it just. I don't think it was photoshopped in the editing. Do you think?
I don't know whether it's a form of deepfake technology or what. They've obviously done for some of it. They've imposed his face, but it just. I think it's meant to look unsettling. That's the whole point. It's meant.
Oh
meant to go,
God, it's supposed to, without a doubt, because it's his face, but he's a baby. He's a toddler, and he's growing so fast. Yeah.
Well, I think that's the idea. He's going to become full adult,
by the next episode, definitely.
Yeah, episode or two. They're not going to drag it on too long.
Yep.
Efficient.
No.
But yeah, that takes us into Reunited then, the first episode of season 4. And
is this the one that Taika Waititi made, or was that the first one?
No, it was the first one. He was on the videotape.
That's right.
The Supreme Council, that's what makes the job offer.
That's right.
Yes.
So that was cool seeing him back in. Yeah. But anyway.
Pre-twat days. This is still pre him becoming an absolute bellend.
Yeah, absolutely.
He still had some of his sensibilities.
Some of them. He did seem a bit different.
Yeah, but that's because this is years before he got involved with the Marvel shit.
I think that's what ruined him. Just before. Yeah.
This is what ruined.
Yeah.
This is pre-Hollywood. This is pre him going full Hollywood and full into the all the crap that turned his head into mush.
Yes, it did.
So he's still got that spark about him. Like you can even see it. He's still, because he's still a co-writer for the show. He's still one of the showrunners.
Yeah, he is.
And he's still involved, and it's still tight. And
yeah, totally.
But yeah, basically we start off then. It picks up a year later. God, the house is like wrecked.
Oh, that broke my heart seeing it like that. I was just like, oh my God, is anybody in there alive? Bloody hell. Everything's broken. These trees through it. Oh my God, blimey.
But once again, that's what Guillermo used to do. He kept everything in order because people can't look after themselves. And yeah. I love the way Lazo's idea of learning about house repairs to watch reality TV.
Yeah. House shows.
Which DIYs. Is not based in reality whatsoever.
No.
Although, in fairness, I had a bit of experience that myself this week because I went on YouTube to look up how to install a power unit into a PC. every video showed up was made by a twat because they're
Oh
like,
no.
every video I looked was, here's a normal PC, but this is my one because it's super duper special. So the thing they're showing you is nothing to do with actually just a normal, oh, I've got this and blah 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 blah. Every
Oh,
video, it's so easy. And the 1 minute ones were worse. They were awful. And
oh my God.
I'm like, oh,
So no
I
one's actually out
just
there showing you what to do like they
no, they're
used
just
to.
trying to
Oh,
showboat and
yep.
be
Freaking heck.
be dicks. No, do you remember that's what YouTube used to be? But people would just actually show you stuff. Now
Yeah, that's what I mean.
everyone now is showboating, and
Oh God.
yeah, it's just horrible.
Oh my God. That used to be a good platform for how to do things.
Yeah, but even that's got tainted now with people being
Yeah.
dickheads. I was
Yeah.
disgusted. I was actually disgusted. What? Because I didn't just. I watched about 6 or 7 videos before I even started
Oh
because
no.
I'd never put a power unit in. I've changed a few cards and stuff like some and dim cards and that memory out of memory to a PC, but I've never built one from scratch. And now I know why, because it's a pain in the arse because nothing's compatible. You have to get exactly if you've got a
The
motherboard, you have to have everything compatible with that, and it's all built from there, and you
oh
can't just get stuff. It's a freaking nightmare. And cables.
oh oh God.
You
Yeah,
saw
of
you saw the
course.
photograph I shared, the fucking cable
Yeah, I
that
saw
had.
that.
So they put that in, and then put the motherboard on top, and then wound it up the
Oh
back.
my
And I'm like, the only way I'm getting this out is either A, dismantle everything or cut the cable. I'm like, oh, for fuck, I was raging. So I hate sloppy work.
Yeah.
That's not the way because they tried to get me
Yeah.
into. Some of my friends tried to get me into IT in the late 90s,
Oh, when it
and
was all the rage.
yep, and yeah, I saw the server room and the way people had cables, and I'm like, nah, I can't cope with this.
Yeah.
Be tidy. I can't do it. Just
Sloppy,
fucking
messy,
sloppy. Yeah, I'm just like, nah.
unorganized wires all over the place. And
Yeah, I just
yeah,
can't do that.
no,
And
no,
I just knew exactly from the friends that's the sort of people I'd be working with, and I'm like, nah, that's
nah,
not me.
nah.
But
No.
it's pretty much the way this house is. In this episode, it's just they can't do it. They want to live in a nice house, but they can't maintain it. No desire to build it. They're just clueless. It is Germo is
He's the
the
only one who
mother of the
gives a
house.
shit because
Yep.
he's a human and he doesn't want to live in squalor and
Is that part
you
of the
know
reason why Nandor doesn't want to turn him? The other way we talk about the deep feelings is the fact that
possibly.
they don't want him to become them.
Yep, possibly. Yeah, because then he won't care either about bodies lying around
Yeah.
all over the floor and on the staircase and bits of skin hanging all over the place. He doesn't want to live like that, Oh my gosh. So he's the only one that gives a shit about the maintenance of the house, and you would think, but it's not part of the storyline. You'd think that if you're 6,000 years old or something, you'd know how to build something like or
Mm,
cut down trees that are growing through.
only if you're no, only if
Yeah,
you've taken time out to learn. Like that's a life. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. But
If you've always been in like a lord or something or a lady, and you've had servants
yes,
and blah blah blah, then you wouldn't.
yeah, but they can't even keep their familiars. The only one who can keep their familiar alive is Nandor.
Nandor. Yep.
And that's good, So with Gizmo gone, oh my goodness, the house falls to shit. It's
Yep.
absolute crap.
But I think
And
that's
then
the point that's being made as
yeah,
well.
yeah, of course it is. Yeah. And it's been a whole year since anyone's been there, and look what blimmin' Leslow's doing. Just
He
sits there
just
watching TV with his little companion,
yep.
Colin Robinson.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. Yeah, the show's maintained the Reverend Comedy, the original movie. You can see the original movie. You can see this; it hasn't lost.
Everywhere.
Yep, and they're still chop and change. They could keep it fresh, but they've kept the main
That
focus.
vibe. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Which is good because we've seen so many stuff just turn to crap after the second season or something.
God, I've seen things after the second episode.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's not even a season.
Exactly.
Yeah. Looking at you, Alien Earth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. So, yeah, they've kept their flavour. I'm really glad about that. Even though it's dark, it's funny. And I think that's the brilliance about this film, about the whole series and in general, is the darkness and the comparison between the humour. It's just the balance is perfect.
But dark humor is the best. And if you like dark humor, this is it. If you're wanting fluffy, what do you call that? The canned laughter, like sitcom type comedy, this isn't what you're going to like.
No.
But for those of us that hate that stuff, this is our show.
Yeah, that's right. The darker, the better. So long as it doesn't tip over, dark humor is all good and dandy, so long as it doesn't tip over to cheesy things, cheesy comedy. And there's a there's a fine line, but they don't cross over into cheesiness. And if they did, it's probably been a once in a blue moon, maybe.
I think Wellington Paranormal did that more.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
We saw a few of
them. They relied on.
They tried too hard, and you had these overextended scenes.
Yeah.
Especially at the beginning of it, and you're like, oh,
Yes.
This hasn't suffered from that yet.
No.
I love the way Nadja returns.
Yeah.
And she's brought Nandor with him.
What a surprise.
Lazo can't figure out what all the cases have been arriving over weeks are about.
I know. Not opening them. Not ignoring somebody banging away on a coffin. Let me out. Let me out.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. I love it.
Like, why couldn't he just got a plane back? Why do you have to come back in the coffin? Because that's the way he arrived, of course, because he, didn't bring his passport or anything. I suppose that's why.
Well, that's probably why. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I just thought it was hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, he's not even a vampire. Why did he need a coffin?
Because that's what the ship
got stuck in. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But then where was he at the other end? Yeah. Oh,
they didn't really go into. I think he was working with Nadja.
No. Well, I thought so too.
That was his job.
They must
Lazo sent him to take care of Nadja.
Yeah. And she sent him back early, so.
Yeah, because she was getting ready to return.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then Nandor's trip, that was just didn't go the way he wanted or whatever. Just got random.
It was funny as. Oh my god!
But then again, that's also proven he didn't have Guillermo with him, so he got lost. Like he didn't even get past the second train stop. He got waylaid.
Oh my god! He didn't even leave America. Oh, hilarious! Yeah.
And then Lazo's been trying to reprogram Colin Robinson not to be an energy vampire, to be something else.
That's funny as. Oh my god, the gas leak. That was funny as they keep falling into the holes into the base, the water flooding in the basement. Oh my god! Here's a light. Here's a candle. Put that on your head while you're down there. There's a bloody gas leak. Oh my god! They're lucky they didn't blow themselves up.
No, but I think that's
I was waiting for it.
That would have almost been like a final episode, the house blows up, the end of season sort of thing, not the start of a new one, but
Yep.
basically everyone's just
That-
recapping where they've been, just to get us all back into the new season.
Yeah. Reunited. Yeah, at last. After a year. Oh my God.
And then it also turns out, we find out that Colin Robinson's the one that handled the finances. None of the rest of them. So he basically paid all the bills, took care of everything.
Yep.
And we're getting hints that he's still in there. He's not a brand new born baby. He's still in there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Little hints. What's your PIN number? That was funny.
Yep.
Oh my God. Because of course they've got no money. And then they're coming up with all these, why don't we go break into a bank? And I say, yeah, do that. You can. You're vampires. You can do whatever the hell you want. But no. That's a pretty long PIN code.
Yeah, but that, once again, I don't think he's going to...
He's not. No, he's not going to give it over. Nope. So he's still there somewhere. So I think by the end of the next episode, or maybe the one after, he's going to be full grown.
Yep.
He'll be back.
Yeah, because they can't do it the whole season. That would be...
No, it'd be boring.
Much.
Yeah, it'd be a bit much.
And the fact he's already grown in the space of a year, showing that, that's likely to happen.
He's so it looks like he's growing at the rate of like 5 years by with 1 year, but I think it's going to speed up. So because as we saw at the end, we see a little montage of him getting a bit older. So, but I loved it when they all came back and looked at the state of the house. Oh my God!
Well, of course, Laszlo and Nadja have been away from each other for a year, so it's like rumpy puppy time.
Oh my God, that was hilarious! I have to say that it wasn't gross, which perhaps if somebody else had done this on some other show or whatever, it could have been gross, but it was so funny. It was hilariously funny. It wasn't gross, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like even less. Nando was sitting there watching the whole thing. They're having a full-on conversation.
Yeah, but it's like it's not the first time, and also it's not the first time that Nando has been invited to join in. He probably has, so it's just once again, if that was done today with today's writers, that would take an hour to explain.
Oh, exactly.
There'd be some blah 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 blah. Where there you go, 10 seconds of dialogue. You get a whole history of this is not the first rodeo, and that's just part of the way it is. But you're not breaking these two up. That's the thing. These two are bonded forever.
Hell yeah!
Deeply committed to each other, and that's it. When they're away from each other, it does hurt. But at the same time, Laszlo knew it was busy fulfilling his duty. Like, did he have to raise the baby Colin Robinson?
That's right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he's a cold, uncaring vampire, but see, all pretend to be. It's all bluff. Do you know what I mean?
It is. It is.
It's all bluff, and that's the whole joke. Is that they're all pretending to be these aloof, odd feely, but at the end of the day, anything happens to one of their family, and that's it. They fall to pieces, and anybody attacks one of their family, they're straight there. Anybody gets waylaid, or tempted away, that's it. They're all together. We've seen this loads of times, and even this, the fact that Laszlo just I have to stay, have to raise the kid, can't leave him on his own.
Yeah, I know. It's sweet. It's sweet, and it is. It's just so sweet, and it's he's just got such a big heart, which is really weird because it's not what he portrays,
Yes.
obviously, but his actions are so much stronger than his words, and there's so many films and freaking shit out there that can't even do that, you know,
Mhm.
in an hour and a half. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And this is a smaller budget, you know? It's
But
just,
what if I say it? It doesn't matter about the budget. It doesn't matter about the special effects. It doesn't
no.
matter about the actors. Everything starts with the story and the writing.
Yeah,
If you
it,
don't
it
have that, it
does.
doesn't matter. You're putting sprinkles on a turd. You know, if you don't have the story, if you don't understand people, if you aren't a person yourself, if you're
Yeah.
not a fully formed person, I don't believe you can be a creator.
Oh, no, you
And
can't.
if you
No.
haven't lived life, or at least tried to, you can't. How can you translate that? If you've lived in a bubble all your life, what can you translate onto whatever medium you choose to create on?
That's right. That's
Which
right.
is why I've seen a pattern. A lot of people get into writing later on in life.
Yeah.
They've lived a bit. They want to like put it. They've been busy living, and then they get to the point where they want to put it down. You see anyone who just wants to start off as a creative, that it doesn't always go well. Look at the ones that
Yeah.
get too famous too quickly,
Well,
and they
exactly.
crash and burn.
Yeah. Because they haven't had the experience to grow thick skin,
But they
be
can't write
confident,
characters.
and yeah, yeah, that's right.
They
I mean,
don't
that all
know
fell
people.
apart when Hollywood got rid of their writers, right? I mean, that was a
Uh,
big mistake.
It's it's been going on longer. In my opinion, it's been going on longer than that. It's when they stopped bringing new blood in. What do you
Yeah,
call
yeah.
him? What was the film? Robert. I remember the film, or it was one of Robert Redford's first auditions. Right?
Oh,
I can't remember what the movie was, but the director decided he wanted to take a chance on him, and
wow.
if he hadn't, that would have been his career over. But he didn't classically fit the part, right? And then that was his whole
Right.
career. You can look it up. It's Robert Redford's first role nearly didn't happen or something. If you look that up, you'll hear the story behind it. I can't remember
Oh,
the
I
movie,
will.
but
Country and Western.
no, was it like in the heat of the night or something like that?
Oh,
Wasn't it Robert Redford and Sidney Poitier?
oh,
Was that the first movie?
oh.
Wasn't it?
Sure. That sounds so familiar.
I think it might. I could be wrong. Once again, I'm just going off of my old
Yeah.
tired
Oh,
memory here.
I'll have a look. That's yeah,
But it's
but
his first
no,
role. But
that's
anyway, the
right.
point is, there were at that time there was loads of Robert Redfords, Danny DeVito's, you name, you know what I mean? People that didn't fit the mold
Yes.
had careers
Yes.
because they saw something in them. Nowadays, that's gone. That went in the 2010s, maybe
Yeah.
before, definitely the 2000s, but round about the 2010s is sort of the nexus point where basically the people that got slotted in were sons and daughters of somebody already in the industry. And that was across the board. And this became like nepotism became a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
And you stopped getting new talent, and it just became because you knew somebody or you were somebody or connected to somebody. And
Yeah.
there's always going to be a bit of that. That's life. That's human nature. There's always going to be some of that. But when you don't have that balance of bringing new people in, then you've got all these people who have lived off their parents' money, never experienced real life themselves, and then they're trying to write as if they know about the world,
Yeah.
and they don't. The only people they're surrounded with are sycophants,
Uh,
and that sort of fake sycophantic environment. That's not an environment of
yes.
creativity. That's when the Hollywood became the civil service. It became the fast food chain,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's why things are just so terrible.
Messy.
And nobody cares. Like there's apathy. That's the worst. People aren't even angry anymore. It's just apathy.
Yes. Yeah.
This is one of the last shows, I think, because obviously it only
Yep.
finished there this year, so it'll be interesting to see how it finished off. But this is when creativity was still a thing. Like this wouldn't get made now.
No, no.
The way we were possibly like I said, I can't remember. There's a if you there's a couple of videos, him talking about it, getting his first role, and he nearly didn't, and that was the one that made him. So
Wow.
if I find it, I'll chuck it in the comments afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But
weird.
Yeah, that used to be that balance. You know what I mean? You're always getting fresh blood in, people with life experience, people from all walks. It wasn't just everyone was carbon cut out of each other. Look at it now. Yeah, like shows are painful to watch. Movies are painful to watch. Like just no excitement.
Nope. Yeah, and I'd say something about the indie world too. They use the same actors and the same cast, and
I get that though. I'm thinking right.
Fine line.
I visualize the indie world back to the traveling performing troupe.
Oh.
If you think about it that way, you had a troupe of actors that basically loaded up in the caravan and they went from town to town.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Because locale, they can't bring people in from all over, unless somebody's in their local area. That's who they've got.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of them use their own family members as well, which is really good, and friends. Yeah. So, that's really good as well. But Hollywood wouldn't get away with that. They wouldn't.
Well,
it wouldn't work. They try.
It's got to the point where, but then again, that's where indie directors will get to a certain point, and they have to either, if they want to go to the next level, they need to find a way out. But a way to progress. That's where you get stuck. There's the lesson there as well. I mean, there's a whole lesson. Don't stay in that form. You can't expect to do it all the time. Like
yes.
I'll use 7th Street. Calvin is a good example. He is doing more projects now for other, as an assistant directors and stuff for other projects to expand himself. Like I've seen him in this last year. He hasn't just stuck to the same formula. The people he works with go and do other projects.
Yeah. Good.
So they don't just stay.
Yep.
Like I was at the beginning. You kind of see that with 7th Street. Yes, it was the same. You could see the same people. Like Tim was the lighting manager. He looked after the lighting. He got dragged on front of the screen. You know what I mean? Wasn't his choice, or not supposed to be his choice, but he was sort of dragged in front. But then he became part of it. But then that was fine to get them established, and get the vision. But then the next step, you can see him taking the next step as he's off doing different projects.
Yes.
And not just worried about his little empire.
Yes.
It's like even us here at the HORRORific podcast, we go and do other things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'll pop another podcast and that. You'll do other things. You've got your own channel. That gives you different. We're not just stuck here in this loop.
No, exactly. Yeah, no.
So
you can't do that.
That's how you progress. You go and you see something being done a different way. When you're guesting someone else's show, it's a different perspective.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be sure a video around tonight. Anyway, I've just the chat I did with Dan Hank has just been released.
Oh, cool!
So I'll share that around later. I was busy.
Oh, yeah, tag me.
No, yeah, I've got to do it. I've got the link and stuff. I'm going to do the whole release. But you know what I mean?
Choice.
Going
cool.
Breaking it. Don't just stay in your comfort zone. You get to a point you have to get better. Installing external sound cards and blowing up your PC, maybe not always. It doesn't always work, but you still have to try to progress and get better, even if there's a bit of pain involved. Do you know what I mean? That's you don't stand still. That's the death of anything, and Hollywood has stood still for too long now, like 30 years.
Oh, absolutely.
At least 30 years have stood still and haven't progressed, and that's why. This is so refreshing to watch because it still has that edge to it. It still has that vitality.
Yes. And you can watch this 15 years from now and still have the same effect, you know. I mean, watching it 10 years later just about, and it's still living up to what it was. I think it's bloody brilliant that they've managed to do this. What is it, 6 seasons? Wow.
Yep, 6 seasons.
That,
And then
that's
the finish of the
amazing.
6th season. So, yeah, so it's actually
I
from
mean,
the,
the commitment that those actors have put into their lives for this series is, that's a huge commitment, and I it's so FX, is that Hollywood
well, it's one of the major. It was
streaming
part of
platform?
Fox. It was a subsidiary of Fox
Oh,
channel. And then it's
okay.
obviously now being bought over by Disney, so it's part of the Disney
Right.
shit.
Right.
Nadja is
Oh,
technically
okay.
a Disney princess now.
She
But
is. I
and
didn't
that used to
know
be
that.
funny or impressive. Now it's like, oh god, no.
No.
So I'll be interested how the last, with Disney being involved, is it going to get tainted?
Oh God.
I've got my own concerns, but I don't want to dampen the mood. You know what I mean? Because at the moment, this is still enjoyable.
Yep. I know where you're going with that. So I'll keep my mouth shut too, because yep. Just
We
gonna
can hope.
be, yeah. So this one was a little bit shorter and it had less flesh, which was good. I found that quite cool. Coming from such a deep finale into this one was like, oh geez, it was kind of like simple, if you know what I
I think
mean.
it was
They
just
did
to
it.
get the gang back together. Even
Yes.
Shade's been sitting waiting in the council for their turn. In the
She
cobwebs,
didn't
just
even
sat there.
realize. She didn't
Yep.
even realize she's got cobwebs all over her. She's covered in dust. Oh, I didn't even realize you guys had gone anywhere.
Yep.
I've been
And I
waiting for you
thought,
to turn up.
yep, I thought they might have wrote out the Vampire Council, part. But
Yeah,
it looks like they're
well,
keeping up. But going, I think because we like
good.
Shade. I like Shade's character. So.
I do too. She's funny and she's witty and she looks funny.
Just has a way about her. I like her character.
Yes,
So
she's unique. Yeah, and I love her accent. She's so vampire. Yeah, and she's got a cool name.
Yep. Yeah, what's the two things? Yes. Nandor asks Guillermo to be his best man. But he hasn't found a wife yet. he completely misses the point of best man.
Yeah, like
he
I
wants a
think
wife.
he's got wingman and best man mixed up.
Yep. And Nadja wants to open a vampire nightclub. That's her burning desire.
God, is it what? That is going to be epic. If she ends up pulling that off, that's going to be epic. I'm going to look forward to that. Yeah, she's obsessed.
But that's her character, though. That's when she gets her mind in something. That's it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. There's no way of talking her out of anything. No, not even her husband. No. Brilliant.
Didn't watch the first Blade movie. That's the vampire nightclubs aren't exactly don't turn out well.
I know, and that was cool that she brought that up actually, because that's a really awesome opening scene in Blade.
Best,
That hooked me.
London, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. Yeah, so this is a good season so far. It's good.
Yep.
Yeah, so much going on, and I have to see what happens with Colin Robinson.
Indeed, but not yet because we're doing a movie next. We need to pick that when we do the stream.
I've got an idea.
Right.
So run that over afterwards. Yeah.
We'll do that in secret, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Oh, and hopefully we can get your face back on the computer. I'm looking at this weird little demon zombie, and I'm
if people want to help out, we do have a few books for sale, and there's some merchandise. You know what I mean? There's ways you can help.
Yeah.
You want to help me get a new PC. This is why I try and make money for the channel. Is that if stuff like this happens, at least try and get a bit of a kitty together that if somebody's computer blows up, we can at least get it sorted so we can get back out. I don't just mean me, I mean everyone in the team. I'd like to get to that point where there's a bit of a kitty, so if disaster strikes, we can get
help
moving.
each other out. Yeah, exactly. Or start a GoFundMe.
No, I don't want to do that. That's I've enough.
Oh, jeez. You'll work it out. You always do.
No, honestly, it just takes a few book sales. If people started buying, with quite a decent catalogue now building up of horrific tales and the Els anthologies and Chris's crazy theories. First foray into foolishness. I mean, 7 books so far. Soon to be it.
Exactly.
That's plenty to choose from. If you don't want to do that,
There
we've got a
is.
merchandise store.
Great.
If you sign up to our newsletter, you get a discount code, 10% off.
Exactly.
So
There
there's
you
loads
go.
of ways. If you just want to see this again, or maybe that'll be it. Just not see my ugly mug anymore. Might increase views. Who knows?
No.
this might be 3,000 subscribers by the end of the week.
Yeah, shut up.
What it takes.
Whatever, shut up.
I'm not that precious.
Just buy more books. Come on, buy our books. Damn it. You're missing out on some really good horror stories. Oh my God. Like, seriously, these ones could be all made into films.
There's stuff I can't talk about. There's stuff I can't talk about. But
No.
keep your eyes open about the stories. I'm just say that.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds great.
People are no, I'm not going to talk about it.
No.
All the time. But yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for turning up. Thanks Dale as always. Great to talk about this. We will let you know what the movie's going to be. And just leaves me to say, until next time, keep up to date with the channel, do the type of clicky things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.